Everyone knows what high heels are, but do you know the history of high heels? The history dates back centuries. The earliest version of shoes dates back to 3000 BC. It was a flexible leather piece held in place with lacing. Wilson says in ancient Rome, sex trade was not illegal, and female prostitutes were readily identified by their high heels. In the 1400s, Chopin, or platform shoes, were created in Turkey and were popular throughout Europe until the mid-1600s. Chopins could be 7 to 8 or even 30 inches high, requiring women to use canes or servants to help them walk. Chopins were worn exclusively by women. They were usually designed with a cork or wood stack as a heel. Heels grew even more popular in the 1500s to keep riders, both male and female, from slipping from the stirrups. The rider's heel was initially 1 to 1.5 inches high and looked like modern-day riding boots and cowboy boots. In 1580, fashionable heels were popular for both sexes, and a person who had authority or wealth was often referred to as well-heeled. History of high heels says, in the 17th century, the English Parliament punished as witches all women who used high heels to seduce men into marrying them. In the 18th century, France's King Louis would often wear heels with miniature battle scenes on them. He often had heels as high as 5 inches. The king decreed that no one's heels could be as high as his. In 1791, the Louis high heel disappeared with the Revolution, and Napoleon banished high heels on an attempt to show equality. In 1793, despite the Napoleonic Code against a high heel, Marie Antoinette went to the scaffold to be executed wearing 2-inch heels. In the 19th century, high heels were introduced to the U.S. In the 1860s, heels as fashion became more popular because of the invention of the sewing machine. It allowed greater variety in high heels. High heels are not only a part of fashion, but are a form of art. The Bata Shoe Museum says, for centuries, shoes and shoemakers have inspired artists. Doctors and scholars have argued about physical and cultural effect, both positive and negative. The heels have had, and not only women, but also on society as a whole. Some women are even having surgery to shorten their toes or inject padding into the balls of their feet to allow their feet to fit more comfortably in a pair of stilettos. High heels have a long history, but they still have a long future.